Hey, how's it going out there in BeLive world? I'm here in my kitchen and I'm going to show you how I improv and go with the flow and just create a recipe out of stuff that's gonna go bad soon, that needs to be used, and of course some alkaline water. I'm gonna use some of this cultured with a proteolytic, probiotic, truly raw cashew nut cheese. I'm gonna use a little bit of this. I'm gonna take like a little spoonful of this. Actually, a little spatula, like just a little bit. Throw this in here. Cherimoya. I'm not going to use this, but I do love cherimoya. It is one of my favorite fruits. Cherimoya, durian, mangosteen. I love all fruits and vegetables, but mangosteen, cherimoya, and durian are among my favorites, along with avocado. Woo! Don't do this at home. Don't do this at home. Don't do this at home. Woohoo! This is a really good way to open an avocado. All the way around. Twist. Pull the pit out. There you go. Voila! So I'm going to put some avocado. So the avocado and the nut cheese will work as thickeners and it'll make it creamy. So I'm going to use one avocado. I used about a tablespoon of the cultured nut cheese, which you can use if you have it, and you don't have to use. It's really simple to make. I take this really amazing probiotic. It's by this company NCP, Natural Choice Products. If you're ever interested in getting it, I actually sell it and can hook you up with it. But it's one of the only proteolytic probiotics that tastes really amazing. It breaks down the proteins into essential amino acids, and it pre-digests the nuts. So realistically, it's the best and most optimal way to eat nuts and seeds. You can make amazing cheeses, yogurts, dressings. Yum. And it is super good for you. And it makes the best tasting nut cheeses. Oh, my hands have so much avocado on it. Since I'm making this for me, not for the public, I can lick my hand. So, yeah, some peeling on it. So it does make the best tasting nut and seed cheeses and yogurts. So I'm going to use some spinach, about a handful of spinach. I'm going to use about half a cup of sorrel, half a cup of arugula, about a cup of dandelion greens. Remember, I always use, when I use most of my herbs, I use the stems on it. Except for with rosemary and thyme, they have really hard, thick sticks, and it's not so pleasant. But cilantro, basil, most of the other ones, you can just blend up when you're using a 2-3 horsepower blender. So I'm going to throw, I don't know, about a cup and a half of cilantro in there. I'm going to throw some, because I do want to make this a superfood. I'm going to put about, superfood soup, I'm going to put about, I don't know, probably a third of a cup of chlorella. I'm going to throw some salt. I don't know, it's probably about a half a teaspoon of salt. Always use salt based on your desired taste. Really good salt is good for you. Our bodies have been absolutely mineralized, demineralized, sorry, they need to be mineralized, and which a good salt will help do. I put about a quarter teaspoon of chipotle, and I'm going to put about a quarter teaspoon of cumin. A little bit of Brazil nut oil. If you want to get any Essential Living Foods products, there's a link on my website, www.belivelight.com, which has Brazil nut oil, all these different amazing superfoods, pecan oil, olive oil. I'm going to put about, I don't know, probably about a teaspoon of the Brazil nut oil. I'm And then I'm going to throw 2 really small Persian cucumbers. Blend it up. I love to dance, especially when the blender's on. Now let's taste it. I'm going to put a little more salt for myself. About a 1/4 teaspoon more. Voila. I'm going to put a little tiny bit more salt and a little more chipotle to make it a little hotter, because I love spice. If I had habanero, I would use habanero right now, but I am out. Actually, I'm going to use a little cayenne instead. Woo, cayenne! Woo! So remember to put as much salt as that you need. This is super bitter because of the dandelion sorrel. And so just remember, it's always up to you. You can put the love into it. Love is the #1 ingredient. And if you're alkalizing your body through eating food like this, through drinking soups like this, through drinking green juice, your body will be a lot happier. So I'm going to sign off. I love you so much. Mwah.